So, if you're umming and ahhing about which sewing machine to buy, whether your decision is split between a domestic or an industrial sewing machine, then this is the video for you to watch. My name is Emile Vidal Carr. I'm a London-based luxury designer and I own about 30 plus industrial sewing machines. But in this video, I'll be comparing a Jack automatic silent motor industrial machine and a Janome domestic sewing machine. So here is a comprehensive breakdown of what I think are the key differences that will sway your decision making to make sure that you make the right purchase. Now, the domestic sewing machine is designed for home use. These machines are intended for general purpose sewing. So things such as mending, light garment construction, general alterations, that kind of thing. Now, they are versatile enough to handle a wide range of fabrics, including lightweight materials like cotton, silks, and polyesters, as well as some medium weight fabrics. But one good thing is you can buy more expensive models that are more capable of handling heavyweight fabrics like denim. Now, your industrial machine is built for commercial and industrial environments. So it literally says it in the name, industrial use. So these machines are intended for high volume production, such as a factory, such as upholstery shops, dry cleaners, or other fabric-based businesses. They are incredibly specialized for specific tasks like straight stitches, overlocking, or heavy-duty top stitching. Domestic machines typically operate at a speed of about 600 to 1,000 rounds per minute. So this is sufficient for most home tasks where precision and control are important. Now, your industrial machine is built for intense speed. So these can do upwards of 5,000 rounds per minute. And obviously, this puts the domestic machine miles behind the industrial. Now, the speed part is an integral part of any manufacturing business. So you're never going to see a domestic machine in a factory. Now, with a domestic machine, these come with a variety of stitch options, including zigzag, curved stitches, buttonholes, decorative stitches, and sometimes even embroidery. And for some people, the multiple stitch features makes it a more efficient purchase. However, I'm more of the mindset that it's better to have one machine that does one thing incredibly well. Now that brings us on to the industrial machine. Like I've said before, these are always more specialized machines that focus on one thing. Now, in the example of the Jack, this machine solely does an immaculate straight stitch. Built to be lightweight and portable, your domestic machine is generally built with some sort of plastics and metal parts. Whilst it still might be durable, they're not designed for continuous heavy use. They're typically smaller and more compact, and if your machine doesn't come with one already, you can buy a medium-sized holdall to fit your sewing machine, your pedal, and all your sewing equipment. Now, with your industrial machine, unless you want to break your back, you're going to need 2 and possibly 3 people to move it. That's because these machines are made from heavy-duty metal, designed to withstand continuous use in a factory setting. And of course, they're much sturdier and heavier and are built to last under demanding conditions. Industrial machines are always larger and bulkier, and when you're going to make your purchase, spring for the extra cash to get one that comes with wheels. Believe me, you're going to thank me later. So your regular domestic machine is going to have smaller motors, so generally around 0.5 to 1 amp, and are powered by household electricity. So the motor is more than sufficient for lightweight to medium sewing usage. So your industrial machine requires a far more powerful motor, somewhere between 1 to 3 amps. Now, this extra power that it has allows it to handle more thicker fabrics at high speed sewing. They're often powered by direct current motors and provide a consistent, reliable performance. Generally speaking, your domestic machine is going to be the more affordable option. Now, I've seen domestic machines being sold at a wide range of prices, and the cheapest one I've seen starts from about £70 for a basic sewing machine. Now, it goes without saying, the more features that you want, the more expensive it's going to be. But this Janome that I'm using right now, this cost me about £200 when I bought it. And so far, it's been pretty reliable as domestic machines go. On the other hand, your industrial machine is going to be a mini investment, simply because of the high level of engineering that's gone into the construction. 22 years ago, when I got my first loan check when I was doing my degree, the first thing I bought was an industrial overlocker, and that set me back about £700. Now, a decently branded industrial sewing machine like this Jack one would cost you about £800. And more than likely, that's going to have what we call a silent motor, and it's going to have automatic features. Your domestic machine is going to require far less maintenance and is going to be easier to repair or service. Normally, regular oiling and cleaning is going to be sufficient. Just make sure you have a look in your handbook how to oil your machine. I would say though that because of the versatility in the stitch types and the mechanics, I've sometimes found they're more sensitive to accidental damage. Your industrial machine would need regular professional maintenance and servicing due to the continuous high performance use. In my studio, I pay an engineer to come in every 6 months to service our machines, and that's because they require more complex maintenance. That being said, unless you're going to take a sledgehammer to your machine, you're unlikely to cause any long-lasting cosmetic or mechanical damage. These machines are very robust and they're probably going to outlive you. Your domestic machine is designed to be lightweight and portable, and they're easy to move around and store whenever they're not in use. Your industrial machine, not so much. These machines are bulky, heavy, and meant to stay in one place. Now, the machine itself, sometimes known as the head, is going to be set up on a large, sturdy table. Now, for ease of transportation, more so if you're going downstairs or so forth, you can carefully remove the head off, and that makes it easier to transition the table from one position to another. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of the domestic. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of how the domestic machine sounds and how your industrial machine sounds. Now, even though your domestic machine has a bit of a roar, it's still suitable for home use. Now, if you're someone that sews at night time, like I do, you can still sew comfortably without worrying that you're going to wake up anybody else in the household. Your industrial machine, on the other hand, sounds like a car revving. So where you can, keep your machine on the lowest floor in your household. Even if you have a machine that's got a silent motor, these machines are still very loud. All the silent motor means is when you haven't got your foot on the pedal, there's not going to be that continuous hum. So my final conclusion is I would say that the industrial machine is a far better purchase. In summary, the domestic sewing machines, they're designed for hobbyists, home sewers, small scale projects, offering versatility and ease of use with a range of stitch options. Industrial sewing machines, on the other hand, are built for durability, speed, and specialism, which is why I would say that they are the preferable kind of choice for me and what I do in my business. But obviously, you guys make the final decision. Let me know in the comments which machines you have decided to purchase, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, maybe now's the time to start binge watching some of my other content. Now remember, you can book me for private one-to-one design consultancy, business advice, or for collaborations. Just email my office using the email address in the description below, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours.